Hey, what's going on YouTube? Adam C here. First off, just a couple things. Just a reminder, I am on Instagram now at Adam C Solo. Also, sometimes people send me private messages on YouTube. I'm having problems responding to those, so if you guys want to send me a private message, feel free to shoot me an email. My email is always in the description of the videos, and also you can send me private messages on Instagram also. So if you wanted to do that route, I can respond to you a little bit easier that way. I do have a lot of stuff going on in the fish room now, and hopefully I'll be able to show you guys that in a couple weeks. I just kind of want to wait till I get a bit more of a finished product out there. But getting to the video for today, I did add the newest fish that I got from Southeast Cichlids into the tank yesterday. They've been in quarantine for a little bit over a week, and they were eating really well and you know, just acting very healthy, so I thought I could add them in now. And that was, I added 2 more wild-caught Taeniolethronop females and an unsexed Taeniolethronop furcicata. And that goes with the wild-caught male that I already have. So here is the 7-inch wild-caught male that I already had. They get up to 10 inches, so he still doesn't have any color yet. They're like a lot of the other bigger haps in that sometimes they don't get color until they're already at a very good size. But here are the new ones. Here's this little unsexed guy here. He's got some nice color to him. Well, it has some nice color to it. He's settled in pretty well. There's one of my females. That's about a 6.5 inch one. And then here's a bit of a bigger female also. This one's about 7 inches. So as a group, I think that male is gonna start perking up here pretty soon, and maybe they'll even breed in here, who knows. But I'm really excited to have them, and I think they're really neat. So a couple other things in the tank. This is the subdominant male from my Mylachromis spilostitius group. I moved him into the 220 just to give him a bit of a break from, actually the females kind of harassed him in the tank, so I moved the 7-inch dominant male that I did have in here back in with the females, and I moved this guy out into the 220 just to give him a little bit more space for a bit and let him relax. So he's doing pretty well in here. Like all the other times, you know, the Hertes still colored up well. Let's see, Sapphire's doing well. Probably the biggest fish in the tank now is the Buccochromis spectabilis. He's 8-9 inches, something like that. Really, really cool fish. There's a few fish still that I'm waiting on to color up. 2 are the rare Cyanochromis that I have. One is a Cyanochromis samophyllus. He's about 5 inches. And the one behind him is a Cyanochromis nyasae. And they're both going to take a bit to color up. And the other fish that I'm waiting to color up, and I could be waiting forever, that's the Lichnochromis acuticeps, the Malawi gar. You guys that keep them or have kept them know that sometimes in all male tanks they don't color up at all ever. And if they do, a lot of times it'll take them until they're 8 to 9 inches before they start giving you, any kind of significant color. This guy only really colors up if I add a new fish. He'll color up for a couple hours, but then after that, it's back to silver. But I've got patience with him, and keeping them before I know it takes a long time. One of the cooler fish in here as far as behavior is the Chilotilapia rhodesi. He's in here for a specific reason, and if you look around the substrate floor, you'll see there's empty and broken snail shells thrown about. And that's because he eats all the snails, which is really good for my tank. I do have trumpet snails in here, and unless you treat the whole thing with like a copper treatment, which I don't like doing, you just have to deal with them. As long as they stay under control, they're actually really good for your substrate bed because they churn it up and prevent any gas pockets from forming. But the Chilo here, he takes care of all of that. If they come out during the day, I can hear him crunching on them from across the room. Last thing is this Copedochromis geertzigome. I gave him a good run here, but I've come to the realization he's just not going to color up in this tank. Good thing is I have a friend here locally that has a trio of them in a 125, and they are happy to add a 4th to it. So I'll be selling him tomorrow morning. Get him in a more acceptable situation for the type of fish that he is, which they do better if they're in with their own kind. So anyway guys, like I said, I got a lot of stuff going on in the fish room, some cool stuff, cleaning it up, getting some new tanks set up, decorating some new tanks in a different way, and the fish out there are growing like crazy. So I'll have something to show you on that probably within a couple weeks, and just keep putting out videos as they come up. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.